Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Saturday night sessions. Tonight I have outside to watch the sky in real time. Well, huge challenges tonight, we'll see that in a moment. But I have outside the 8-inch telescope, a classic Dobsonian telescope we call the Prince. The Prince. And also inserted a ZWO 294 camera with a Stereozonen X, which is a focal reducer and coma corrector, and in the filter drawer it is the quad band filter, is the narrow band filter to see what we can do with the moonlight. It's almost full moon and we have not only the challenge of the moon to wash out everything in the sky, but this was my sky at dusk. It looks like Mars. When the sky looks like Mars, as it is now, we usually have a huge challenge to work with our telescopes. Nonetheless, I decided to do this stream because we have challenges in front of us, but we have the tools to manage them. We'll see if it will be a fail or if it will be a win. The first tool or gun that I have against a weapon against this problem with the moon and the dust and the smoke from Canada. By the way, huge greetings and huge strong feelings for Canada people with all those fires. And we will use that filter, the narrowband filter, which means it will block almost all the light and will let pass only small wave bands of a certain spectrum of light, which hopefully will allow us, I don't know, I have no idea, it's the first time I will do this, hopefully will allow us to watch any object in the sky, even with almost full moon, even with thin clouds, even with dust from a desert, and even with a mix of smoke from Canada, which was over the ocean. And I posted, you have a good site to watch that, it's NOAA site, NOAA, and you can watch the movements of all those events, meteorological events. Welcome to the Dobsonian Power community. Hello Steve Miller, Yanis, Mazif, Ray, Ofrahead, Astrocade, Dumb Guy, Raul, Astrothib is in the house, Joe Russ, welcome back, Samir from Islas Canarias, and Quasar, Claudian, Dustian, Smoking, and Mooney, Canary Islands. Samir, exactly the same here. Actually, when I was watching the map, the satellite picture, I noticed that you were in the same environment. But that's what makes us to fight the challenge of watching the sky even with all those obstacles. So I just have there the Prince, the 8-inch Dobsonian telescope over an equatorial platform. I have another picture of the Prince here over the equatorial platform. As you can see, the equatorial platform, for the beginners or the ones that don't know, it's that instrument below the telescope which moves and tracks the sky, so we can have the objects, the deep sky objects, in the field of view. And we have also another challenge. Well, this will be hard because as we have the sky all washed by the moon and all that those atmospheric things that are obstacles that we have tonight, it's hard for me and for anybody to watch the stars. I can see only the brightest stars. That means that will be hard to point to any object in the sky. I will have to rely on the push to from SharpCap software, which some of you know, it's the software I use to capture the images of the deep sky but the push to was not working in the last live streams. I have to do it manually. It doesn't matter if I have to do it. I will do it again. I like to start hope, but I think I did something to the software and to my computer that I think I can make it work. I don't know yet because the sky has been awful, but we will check that tonight. If I did it, if I succeed in that challenge of the Sharp Cap push to feature, I will do a dedicated live stream just for members to explain, because it's a bit technical, the trick, to explain how to fix it. And nobody, I want nobody to fail to use the push to in Sharp Cap. Hello Tadeo, hello Lises, welcome Jim, Nuno, Marco. Well, the telescope is also being recorded outside in real time. So this is the 8-inch that is outside in real time, so you can watch me star hopping. The moon, it is pointing more or less to the position of the moon right now, which is more or less at 96-97% of brightness, which means it's almost full moon. Full moon will be tomorrow night, but as it's Saturday, we are more comfortable tonight to do the live stream, and it will be the same problem. So first things first, let's connect Sharp Cap. Overhead, the platform tracks for more or less 1 hour, which is enough. I also did something to my sequencer. Let's see, quad band. No, start to 94. Some tricks. You know, when we don't have the sky, at least we have this. I have to connect the camera. I forgot. I passed the cable outside. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. To beginners, I will just connect the camera to that the camera here with a cable. This cable, it's here. I will connect here, which connects to my laptop for us to watch the sky. And I will also connect the platform. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. So first, the camera. Okay. Now I will lock the cable to the rocker with a strap, a small strap that I have, to release pressure to the camera. This. See? That way the cable will not push with the gravity down. And now I will reset the platform and connect it. And now I will point to a bright star to focus. Now I can connect the camera. Yeah, it worked my trick. I did something which I can explain because it's technical. I can explain in the next members live stream. I did something for me to work with without a greenish background while we are watching. Now it's almost focused. Almost. You see the spikes here? Double spikes, we have to adjust this. Just a tweak. Hold on. Okay, first it worked. Now, let's do the first challenge. No, Joe Russ, no, I reset quickly in a matter of seconds. You are in cloudy Chicago. Spain is very hot, it's like we are now here. Okay, by the way, we are watching the sky from the south of Europe, here. Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5. Yes, Joaquin, we announced that already. The last live stream with the 8-inch, we named it The Prince. The Prince. To pair with the 12-inch, which is, of course, The King. Okay, now that we have this focused, we are watching, I remember because this is very important information. We are watching through this filter. This is a quad band filter, it's a narrow band filter, which means it will cut most of the light except the light that we need to watch some nebulae. Now, let's see what we have in Stellarium. This is like a test. I'm not worried in watch this in perfect conditions because we don't have them right now, so we will choose the nebula that adjusts better to this kind of wave bands and that it's already high in the sky. The moon, it's better to choose far away from the moon, of course. The closer to the moon, the worse it will be. So I will point here. Now I have another obstacle which is at north, the LED lights from the street, so this will be a good position. We watched this nebulae already, but I want to compare in this hostile situation tonight. And also I will want to test right now the push tool. Maybe we go to the witch's broom with a Telrad. I will try to watch, at least to be near, to point the telescope near this area here, and we'll see if I can succeed in this first or second challenge. Let's do like this. Okay. I think I will just push this a bit to watch better, because it's a very faint nebula. First I will... You see Mars? First I will point near that zone of Cygnus constellation. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams.
To benefit the most as I can from the 1 hour of the platform, I always reset it when I start to point to another object. Always.
Let me just check the position, because I don't remember. Okay, a bit to the right. Okay. Actually, I think I will pull it here. By the way, I will be doing now the traditional
Start hopping.
Start hoping, of course. UAP.
Okay, UAP. Okay, I think yes, we should be there. You could see how fast. But I want to test push 2. This is the star of the nebula for sure. I think I can see some filaments here. In just one quick movement, I could point directly to the nebula. I will thank you, Astro Thief, for your super chat. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Not only this kind of support, which is super important, you can become a member also, as Astro Thief is and many of us, from only 99 cents a month. But mostly, and Astro Thief is a huge supporter in other ways which are more deep to me, which is providing good, valuable information that I bring to these live streams. Astro Thief, as some others, is one of the people here in the community that contributes in valuable information that I like and he likes too. And I like and I bring to the live streams. I do some shorts with it. Very, very important. I want you to know that, Astro Thief, because I never said it, but it's even more important to me that Data financial, which is also important, of course, to keep the ball rolling. So thank you very much. Now let's do the push to and see if I nailed it, if I solved the problem. So, oh, I'm nervous about this, because if this works, push to. It's the veil. This is the west veil, not the east. Which is broom is the west? No? Yeah, I think it is. Start. Come on, please work. Please, please. Please. You can do it, please. Yes! Yes, I did it. I know the answer. Guys, I know the answer. From now on, from today, from tonight, I promise you, nobody here with an equatorial platform will miss this feature. I discovered it. I know how to turn around the problems, and just tell me on Discord if you need it, or here or anywhere in the channel. And the next live stream will be to show you it's not complicated, it's just some tweaks that you have to do to let this feature work. Look how fast it worked. I'm amazed. This is a game changer. This push to feature of SharpCap, it's a game changer, and you will benefit from it as I will in these live streams. Well, and also alone. I nailed it. I knew it. I knew it. I discovered it. I'm so happy. It's not the stars, it's not anything of that. So now he's saying that I'm almost there. It's yellow. This is a feature for the people that don't know. It's a feature that we just point more or less to the area of the object. One hint. You don't need to point directly to the object. You don't need to point near the object. As we did in the past with the Stellarium and that push to, virtual push to. But if you can point near the object, it will plate solve faster. So always point near the object, not only because it will solve faster, go deeply inside it, but also because it will improve your technique, your knowledge, and your skills in watching the sky, pointing with a telescope, basically star hopping. And that's very important to do the star hopping, because if everything fails and it's only the sky, you and your telescope, your Dobsonian will not let you down. You have already the knowledge, so you just have to star hop. Especially if you go out with your Dobsonian to a darker site. I'm so happy with this. I nailed it. I know the answer. But the weather was bad these days and I couldn't test it. Until now. Okay. I'm very excited. I will just center it. I will just... This keeps plate solving and I'm talking but I'm watching to the screen. And notice that this green, every time this keeps plate solving. And green, 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 green. It means that solving and solving again, green. You see this bar? It's yellow, it's solving. This bar, this horizontal bar at the top. Green, it's solved again. So that means that when I now move the telescope to the position it says here, left a bit and down another bit, just a bit, 0.34, 0.27 degrees. So I just have to move and it will keep plate solving and retrieving the position in the sky. If I move it at the wrong direction for some reason, it will tell here the distance will increase, of course, to the object. And these colors, Robin, the founder, had this detail. These colors will turn red if we get apart from the object. But if we get closer, as we will be right now, that I go outside, you will see this yellow will turn green, like this here. This is almost green. Here, in the declination. We are better in declination, which means left and right. I'm sorry, up and down, declination up and down. And the right ascension is not so well centered, according to SharpCap. Well, you can see it here because the nebula is here. I know it. I know this star very well. Of course, don't forget to like. Thank you, Quasar. And thank you, Marco. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. I will place the camera, because I can't forget to cover it. Like this. Like this.
Just a soft touch with a finger, with this finger. Oh. Just a bit.
Now cover it. I covered the camera because of the infrared of the security camera, which affects this. You see this screen again? Amazing, amazing. Now I will close it. And let's try my new... I did new dark files. So this is the quad band, 8 seconds. Let's see the 8 seconds. Let's see if the new darks work. The darks are, for the ones that don't know, the darks are the files that remove the odd pixels from the background of the image while it's stacking. A bit elongated, let me clear. Now it's better. Yanis, for what I do here, the polar alignment, the polar alignment, it's overrated. If it's roughly polar aligned for live stacking, it will be enough. That's a secondary worry that you should have. After you have everything rolling, the polar alignment comes next. Well, let's see how it works in a full moon, almost full moon. Because we are almost at full moon. Let me disconnect the camera. Sound. So far, so good. Okay, we have some gradient. I did flats also the other day. But this difference in gradient, I will give the benefit of it because of the moon and the light pollution of the city, which is below the nebula. So this is the Witch's Broom Nebula, which, because it looks like a broom of a witch. It's located in Cygnus constellation. It's also called the Western Veil Nebula because it's only a part of a huge nebula which is called the Veil Nebula in Cygnus constellation, and it's a supernova remnant. These are parts of rests of that supernova that occurred in the past. It's a bit windy, not too much, but it's only a bit, so it's natural that some frames... That's why I chose the 8-inch, the Prince, and not the King, the 12-inch. Tonight we are watching the sky. With the 8-inch. The Prince. The Prince. Well, hello Fred Led. Well, either ways, I can easily have a conclusion right away with this challenge. Remember, we have the moon, almost full moon. I can have right away a conclusion, which is, yes, this kind of filter, a narrowband filter, it's working for my setup and my sky. And these hostile conditions we have tonight. You can see this movement, this difference in the brightness of the image. This is likely some thin clouds that we are having. And I can see that it works much better than any other or no filter or any other broadband filter. However, we can have the conclusion also that, as expected, it's better to work without the moon so bright. And without clouds also. The color, when the colors change so much during the live stacking, because we are live stacking, we are watching in real time, this means, in my opinion, this is clouds. When the cloud passes, it will change the brightness. We will check. Yes, this clearly... I saw them. I showed you. This looked like Mars. Really. I took the picture because I was going to post it on Discord and I was not going to do the live stream. But then it was stronger than me, and the curiosity to know, you see? To know the results of the push 2. You see? This usually is blue with the sunlight because this is at sunset. But look at all this dust mixed with smoke because this is the direction of the continent, the North America. And the clouds, thin clouds. See? Mars. No. No, Steve. I'm not saying that that Sharp Cap will compensate for the polar alignment error. Because Sharp Cap will compensate for the rotation. What I'm saying is that with my setup, Adobe over an equatorial platform, you will do and what I'm doing here, live stacking, I will do and you short exposures. And with short exposures, although it's much better with a good polar align, it will not damage your session. I mean, without being polar aligned, I can show because I'm not perfectly. I'm never perfectly polar aligned. You see, this is the drift right now. Well, I can adjust the speed also. This is almost polar aligned, so the drift is not so hard, but I have always some drift. And we have to live with that because it's super hot, this is stainless steel, the metal delayed. When I place the platform, although I have the marks on the floor, I'm human, so I'm not millimetrically placing the platform. It can be half a millimeter to the right or to the left or to, you know. And with the floor that I have, it's not even. It's like this. Every movement that I fail to the left or to the right or to the right or whatever, any movement that I do to the platform, even small movements, will change the polar alignment. So I don't care so much about it. As long as I can do my short exposures. Because notice that if we start adding not only stuff to the setup, if you have loads of stuff, I'm always saying this. I'm adjusting the colors. Look, I have a telescope, a Dobsonian, over 2, an equatorial platform, and 3, a cable to connect it. 3 things. Okay, a camera, but you can have the camera you will have in any telescope. If I had more cables and more stuff, whatever, around my setup, a night like tonight, which I was doubting, it is likely that I have 2 options, to go or not to go. It is more likely I choose to stay at home and not placing the telescope outside if I start thinking I have to do this and this and this, even that I don't think it's in my subconscious. In addition to that, or on the top of that, if you add more problems to think of, you will complicate the setup. The polar align, you will get worried with that, and anything else that you you start being worried about. It will be, and for some people, will transform a good, enjoyable, and funny, probably, observation night with a telescope in a thing that is heavy in your back. Now, another thing that is different is the challenges. A challenge to try and struggle as I do here to find the objects manually. That, although I say that I'm suffering, I'm struggling, but in my deep inside I'm not suffering. I'm enjoying that, and I have a good dopamine boost at the end. Remember the last time I did the manual? Well, tonight when I point in one single movement, I point directly and bam, spot on the nebula, almost, but it was on the field of view. Outside, I felt good. So, things to consider, especially for beginners. No, we don't have translators. YouTube is not so advanced yet. It will be for sure in the future. I think yes, I don't know if the subtitles are now or only in the replay. But here you can do as I do. You use a translator at the side, the Google Translator, and you write, copy paste here. It's the way to do. So everybody can understand what we are talking about. So anybody that wants to speak in another language, write as you were writing here in the chat, but in the translator as I do. Let me check the clouds. Because there are clouds for sure. I saw them. That's why the colors. But that's what we have. Yeah, thin clouds, you see? These are thin clouds. These kind of clouds, now at night, we can't see them. But they are there. But in addition to that, the brightness of the moon, all those lights and the cities, everything will boost because it will scatter the light. The cloud will scatter the light and damage the views. See? Thin clouds. Better than nothing. Does the push to fear? Is that a start of a question? You didn't finish it? No, I don't think so. Well, it helps, Samir. You see, it helps. But with clouds, this changement of color of this gradient, it's because of clouds. For sure. When they are thicker, they are not even. When they are thicker, they change the color. You know, because you're on Canary Islands, you should have the same layer of clouds. Steve, I don't understand your question. Does the push to fear? Fear what? Yeah, but it's a different cloud. And it's far away from here. It's not in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what makes it all. Only on the replay. Yes, I think so. Thank you, Quasar. Yes, on the replay you can activate the automatic captions. Adam, I'm using the quad band filter. This. You have the links of all my gear at dobsonianpower.com. This is not there because it's not. It was not sponsored. My sponsor didn't have it, and I had to buy it. However, this show is sponsored by AstroArt Finland, your astronomical partner. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at dobsonianpower.com. By the way, the members know already because I give inside information only to members sometimes. And we have news from the sponsor soon. We have to wait. More challenges on the way. Yeah, this one. You see, AstroThebe is always... We have to watch that one. We watched that one last year. I think every year I will watch it. You just remember me, not now because Sagittarius is right below the moon right now. Yeah. By the way, did you see I made a short video in 2 or 3 days ago about the Euclid, which was launched today. Which was launched today. Here in the ESA, European Space Agency.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Liftoff.
There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Euclid.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Successfully made it. There we go. Go, 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 go. NASA and ESA. More science. More science. There we go, there we go. I couldn't watch all the live stream. I was not here.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from pad 40 and throttled down to prepare for Max Q, which is coming up at T plus 1 minute.
Yay.
Power and telemetry nominal.
1 minute and about 12 seconds. Max Q is the highest amount of aerodynamic pressures. That's the largest.
Thanks, ESA. Thanks, NASA.
On ascent. We throttle down those engines just to pass through Max Q, and then we'll throttle them.
There we go, there we go.
Pass through that period.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
But I'm tracking this event because they will study dark matter, and because we didn't figure it out yet, and hopefully this telescope will give us the information we need to figure it out. Very, very important information.
MECO is main engine cutoff, and that's where we'll shut down all 9 of the M.
Bam.
Stage separation confirmed.
So I recommend you to watch the live stream. I will watch it, the full live stream, not now, but when I have a bit of time, instead of watching crap on television,
Some really
I
cool
will watch
views
this
of Miko's
live
stage
stream.
Separation, and on your right-hand screen, you can see
Because
that the
this was
engine
only the part
has
of the launch,
ignited.
Vehicles are
but
following nominal
we have
trajectories.
loads of information here,
On your left-hand screen, the grid fins on the first stage
back
are
and
deploying.
forth.
And in about 15 seconds
About
or so,
this mission.
we should have
So I will leave
pairing
it here.
separation.
Nominal trajectories.
And of course you should
And good
subscribe this
You can see that
channel.
those engines have shut down. That concludes
Amazing,
the entry burn
amazing.
for the first stage.
First
Burns for this
steps.
mission, and that is coming up here in just a few seconds, followed by the landing burn.
Let's see how it is now. You see the colors again. Pardon. And I did no enhancement, but this, I know this can help. Color noise reduction. Let's try. Bam. Actually, no. Or is it not working? And sharp mask? Did nothing. Can it be? Is it stacking? Let me check. Yes, it is. You see, we have to be always readjusting when we have clouds. Well, this was only to test. I wonder if we can see the moon with this kind of filter. Of course, Samir, this mission will let us know incredible things. Hopefully. Enhances the spectrum of oxygen, hydrogen, and sulfur, I think, which is these transmission bands here. Only these two here and two here. Each one of these spikes are two bands in one. So it's a bit more larger. It lets pass a bit more than other narrowband filters. And it was intentional. I didn't want a strong narrowband filter. For my sky, I think... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the future. Yes. I saw the launch, but I didn't see all the...
Bearing separation confirmed.
And there you can see on your right-hand screen that the fairing halves have deployed. Now, as I mentioned previously, both fairing halves are brand new and are now making their way back down to Earth and will be recovered by our recovery vessel Doug today.
Amazing what these guys are doing.
It is T+4 minutes into today's mission, and in order to complete today's landing, the first stage has 2 more burns left. Next up is the entry burn, and that's where 3 of the Merlin 1D engines will reignite. This helps to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. Now that entry burn is coming up in about a couple minutes from now, and that entry burn will last about 20 seconds long.
I like to remember
What
you
you're looking at
these
on your
events
screen,
because all
on
of
your
us
left-hand
have
side is a view from the
our
first-stage
lives
vehicle, currently
and are
making its way
busy.
back down to Earth, which you can see
and sometimes
in the
we don't have the
background.
time
And on your right-hand screen is
to
a view from the
track
second
everything
stage,
that
looking
it's happening.
at our MVAC engine.
That's why I'm here also.
Acquisition of signal affirmative.
And some of you also help me to do that.
That entry burn is coming up here just about a minute and a half
Both
from now.
vehicles continue.
Great view from the second stage with
Look
the
at the views.
MVAC there and the Earth looking
Amazing.
amazing in the background.
She was saying the
There you
same.
can see the engines have reignited on the first stage.
Reignition.
On your left-hand screen. This is the entry burn with 3 of 9 M1D engines reignited. Excuse me. The vehicle will be landing for its second time.
Stage 2 FTS is saved. Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Vehicle will be landing for its second time today.
I was watching
and
outside
just
at the
before
sun. I
landing burn
saw
begins,
very,
we will
very
also have Seco
in
1
harsh
on the
conditions.
Second stage. That is second engine cutoff 1. That's where we'll shut down that MVAC engine on the second stage. This is the first of 2 burns for this mission, and that is coming up here in just a few seconds, followed by the landing burn about 20 seconds after that. There you can see that the MVAC engine has shut down and
here-
the landing burn has begun on the first stage vehicle.
The route. See the colors again. The blue tends to rise. See the drift. Let's see what happens if I point this to the moon with this filter. I never see it. What will happen? Do you know? People here that use narrowband. Do you know? If they work well each other, they would not hide information from each other. One thing is the human beings working. This is only my opinion. The science, the real scientists, the pure scientists, not the ones that are, you know, the pure scientists working together. But then that work might not reach anywhere if the countries don't talk. It's very sad to have an shout out to NASA and to ESA in that, because they share all the information with us. They allow us to do this, to track all these events. But it's very sad that not all the information is publicly delivered to the world. Not to a country, to the world. That's my opinion in that. Let's go to the moon.
Fasten your seatbelts, we are going to the moon.
Let's start hope the moon. Oh, I forgot. Don't tell me. I forgot to cover this. No, I didn't forgot. It fell on the ground. The cap. That was the gradient. Let me check. I will replace the cap. I think it was the problem with the gradient. The clouds. Oh my god. Let's see now what happened. Now it's covered with my sponsor. Let's see now the gradient, if it's gone. Clear. It was gone. Now it's gone. Look at the difference at the background. Let me adjust histogram. No, yeah, you see the difference? Well, we still have the impact of the clouds that we had at the beginning of the live stack. Then at some point, the cap that I have to cover the security camera fell on the ground. And I was blaming the clouds, but it was not the clouds. It was the cap on the ground. And the infrared affected a lot the image. Look how different it is now. Look at this background. Another thing, I have to make a correction. I think I will recheck now with you. I said the other day that the filter drawer, this is a new version of the filter drawer from ZWO. It's a generation 2, which is supposed, it's a second version, a new one, because it's supposed to have no light leaks. And according to them, the previous version, has some light leaks. At least they should have complaints about that. And they produced a new version. I said that I saw light leaks, but I think I didn't, because I was here, not in the telescope. I was here with the end, and I could watch the light at the screen, not because of the light leaks, but because I was pointing directly to the camera. So what I'm going to do right now is, and you have to check the screen, because I can't do the things at the same time. I will grab my light, my flashlight here, red, and if it has light leaks, I will point it to the camera, around the camera and the filter drawer, to see if the image on the screen gets or captures some red. If the image, if it has light leaks, you will see red on the image. So check, please, and you'll tell me in the chat. I will, not this. It's this one. And I will point, then I will check at the replay anyway, but I will point now. And you will tell me, look at the background, so dark now. Yeah, this narrowband filter works with the moon. But it's better not work with such a bright moon. Now I will point the light to the drawer to see if the image, the background change. If it changed, bad sign. How did it go? Tell me in the chat. Did you see any changes on the image? Tell me in the chat yes or no, please. To see if it has light leaks or not. And we check this doubt. We clear it. Nope. So it was my mistake. Yes, because I was doing like this here. I was doing like this, you see? Here. And it is likely that... no change, yes. Good, good, good. Okay, this is clear. So I correct what I said. And this new version, of course, they should test it. It's the logical thing to do with the second version to solve a specific problem. And they solved it. Now I will point to the moon. See what happens. Looks good, looks good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are fine. Hold on. So here we have the moon. We have to lower the exposures. Let's see if we can see anything with this filter. Yes, we can. Let me recenter it. Okay, this is the moon with a narrowband filter. This is the moon with a narrowband filter with a quad band Altair narrowband filter. Come on, I have my translator is always here. It's a super important tool. I will leave it here, the link in the chat. Just use this. Yes, I was expecting another thing, yes, also. And we can increase the exposure? No. You can change the colors. Incredible. But it's different, the light. It's... look. It's not so sharp, I think. It cuts light. See, it's almost full moon. I want to show you another thing, like this, which is, this is not my dream telescope, okay? This is from a colleague, another YouTube YouTuber. It comes here
Disse
sometimes.
que a aventura não pode ser eletrificada.
It's Damien from Australia, and he got a Hubble Optics 24-inch telescope, and look at this beast. Hold on.
Plus so far. Well, I suppose let's have a
Look at
the
this
mirror.
beast.
So I'm about.
Look at this
5 foot
mirror.
10, 5 foot
Super
11,
clean. Look the
and
tail rod. Look the
it
tail
looks
rod
like
here.
It's going to be like a one-step type of scope.
Look at the structure.
Might be a touch of tippy toes or something like that. But when it's down around 60 degrees, it's
Look
no
at
problem
this.
for me to
Huge.
observe flat-footed.
Look at the
So
secondary.
I've got this
EAF.
on there for the first time. I'm probably just going to use it in manual mode. I won't set it up for
Small camera.
automatic, but I've got the hand controller there as well.
Rusty finder.
Illuminated.
Illuminated.
7
Very
by
handy.
50. Finder scope, right way up. Tail rad.
The tail rod.
is my go-to, really.
Of course.
That's where I get it set, and most of my moving planets and all that type of stuff when I change subjects.
Another rocker here from another Dobsonian. And look here. I don't know if I can zoom. No, I can't. Look here at the top. What are you watching here? A virtuoso. This is a virtuoso here. This is a virtuoso telescope, a 6-inch like I have.
It's the thing that I go to the most. As you can see,
Look the mirror. Look the engine, the gear here.
the mirror's a woofer, absolutely massive.
Look. How clean it is. Look here the gear, you see? The motor here.
I will have to balance and have a look. We've got down here, we've
Another motor here.
got it. This is a clutch. So as you can see, the
Look, how
the
smooth.
scope sits on those geared shafts, and that's a clutch, and you just tighten it up when you want to.
Amazing, Damien.
So
An 8-inch.
these boys,
Look. Equal to mine. I have this one, the Virtuoso here, and I have this 8-inch, exactly with this system here. And this is another telescope here. I don't know what telescope it is.
they look
Eh? This is a for Dobsonian lovers like me. It's not my dream telescope, but it's near. It could be. Let me see if he reaches already the 1000. Almost. 956. The ones that like the Dobsonians can give it a hand. It's Damien Key's astrophotography for the Dobsonian lovers. No, we can't. Automatically, we can't translate. You have to do like that. It's what I do. It's using the translator for everything. Hey, Randall. Have a great rest of the weekend. Thank you very much for being here with us It was amazing, an amazing moment. Huge challenge, but we did it. We checked the push to working fine. Remember, any one of the members that need help in that, just say to me. I will do a live stream, a quick live stream, just to show you step by step what you have to do to clear that problem. And use this push to feature, which is amazing. We checked the work of the quad band filter, the lights in the light leaks that we don't have in the filter drawer, and also what happens when we point this quad band filter to the moon, and also what happens when suddenly a security camera point to our telescope during a session. Your wife is laughing hard about what? The glass mirror is the cleanest. Okay, Saturday, everybody happy. I want you to be here in the next time. Until then, bye bye and have a great weekend. Bye bye.